We welcome you to Kirk Hall on the campus of Central Maine Community College. Back here for the men's game. So we get set for senior recognition night. They've stopped the pregame warm-up at 5 minutes. So we can get those activities commenced. And we'll bring all those to you. We got Steve English mic'd up to bring you all the senior recognition activities here from Kirk Hall before the start of this YSCC game coming up here between the University of Maine at Augusta Moose and the Mustangs of Central Maine Community College. If you missed the women's game, very exciting game. Came right down to the end, and the Moose prevail. Give the Mustangs their first of the season. Let's go to Steve English.
Good evening and welcome to Kirk Hall on the campus of Central Maine Community College for tonight's YSCC men's basketball game between the UMaine Augusta Moose and your Central Maine Mustangs. Before we start tonight's starting lineups, we would like to take a moment to honor our 5 graduating players from our men's basketball team. They are playing their final regular season home game tonight, and we would like to honor each of them. First up, a sophomore from Naugatuck, Connecticut. Number 1, Caden Moore. The second team All-American forward is in this class's leading scorer with 900 career points, 331 rebounds in 52 games with the Mustangs. Averaging 17.3 points per night, Caden has scored in double figures in all but 2 games so far this season and is really known for his incredible dunks. Caden is joined on the court by Coach Gagne. Let's give it up for Caden Moore. Next up, a junior from Buckfield, Maine, number 2, Aiden Jefferson. A guard out of nearby Buckfield High School, Aiden worked his way up from playing on the CMCC B team as a freshman to playing in 33 games over the past 2 seasons with 3 starts. He averages 5.7 assists, 8.5 points per 40 minutes. Aiden is joined on the court by his mom, Jamie, dad, Mike, and assistant coach, Jared Rubin. One more time for Aiden Jefferson. Next up, sophomore from Split, Croatia, number 3, Tony Milovic. A guard out of Dominus High School, Tony has been a member of the squad for the past 2 seasons here in Auburn. Limited by injury, he made his debut for the Mustangs this year and has appeared in 6 career games. He has made the most of his time on the court, averaging 13.9 points per game per 40 minutes. Tony is joined on the court by his teammates. Let's give it up for Tony. Up next, a sophomore from actually Durham, Maine, not parts unknown, number 32, J.T. Hound. JT is a second-year forward out of Freeport High School, has been a member of the starting lineup since his freshman season, playing 51 games for the Mustangs. JT has the ability to finish in and around the rim, with 508 points and 421 rebounds, while also being able to shoot from the outside, as evident by his 49 three-pointers. JT is joined on the court by his mom, Meredith, dad, Chris, and brother, Drew. One more time for J.T. Hound. And last but certainly not least, a sophomore from Miami, Florida, number 35, Alex Brigitte. The 6'7" forward has the most games played of any of our 5 graduating players, appearing in his 55th game tonight. Alex has recorded 155 points, 189 rebounds, and 15 blocks, while also showcasing his ability to pass the ball while racking up 64 assists. Alex is joined on the court by his teammates Keontae, Luke, Caden, and Devon. Congratulations, Alex. If we could ask the 5 graduating players to come on the court for one more picture.
You go sit down. Hey, Steve.
All right, let's give it up one more time for your Mustangs.
Thank you, Steve English. So we'll throw it back upstairs as they'll finish the 5-minute warm-up session. That'll give us time to bring in our Jim Toomey and preview this game, Jim.
All right,
Should be a beauty.
Thank you, Rob. Let's look at University of Maine Augusta Moose. Head coach Steve Carey in his first year, of course, a longtime assistant here at Central Maine. I know he's involved in a lot of recruiting, so he knows all these kids pretty well.
Yeah, for sure.
Assisted by his son, Gabe Carey. That's always nice, the family involved. Gabe played for St. Dom's in high school and UMPI and a little time here at Central Maine. Other assistant is Willie Murray. The Moose come in 16-9 overall, 11-2 in the conference. They score 79.7 points a game while giving up 53.3. They shoot 38.4 from the floor, 33% from long distance, and 70.7 at the foul line. Looking at their last few games, on the 21st, down in South Portland, they lost to Southern Maine 89-88 in overtime. That was quite a game. But they rebounded, literally and figuratively, I believe, because 2 days later, they went up to the Green Mountain State. They defeated Vermont State Randolph 82-76. So that was a great turnaround for the Moose. And then on the 24th, as they continued on to Albany, they defeated Albany Pharmacy and Health 85-78. And tonight is their first game since that game on the 24th. Their next game is until February 2nd. They'll be home to University of Maine, Fort Kent. Central Maine Mustangs led by Dave Gagne in his 31st year. I did some math, and I have 595 wins for Coach Gagne.
Wow.
So we'll have to verify that as we're going down the stretch. Assistant coaches, Michael McCurry, Corey David, Jared Rubin, and Xavier Roman. Mustangs 19-8 overall, 12-1 in the conference. They score 86.3 points a game while giving up 75.8. Shooting percentages, 49% from the field, 35.1 from behind the arc, and 61.2 at the foul line. They had, after their road trip 2 weeks ago, this week they went up to NHTI and won easily, 92-66. And then a game that Rob Munzing did, and you had some help with other people. On the 24th against Washington County, 126-87, the Moose, the victory.
Yeah, those most points have scored in, I think, 12 years, Jim, for sure. Hey, want to pass on some congratulations to Dante Sharp, just scored his 1,000th point. UMA Moose, been a great stalwart for their team for a couple of years, had the pleasure of covering him. And as I used to say, when I used to do my Moose calls, I would say, Dante looking sharp.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
We won't say that tonight because they're the visitors. We don't do that anymore. But nonetheless, Dante's a great kid. He and Keith, his brother.
The Mustangs actually in action tomorrow night. Men only down at Great Bay in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. And then there's a break until they go to Southern Maine on Wednesday, February 11th.
Yeah, this is our last men's game.
Yeah. Well, we said it all along, Rob, but it was like, what, 3/4 of the schedule before the holidays?
Exactly.
In fact, you know what? It turned out even more than that if you think about it. All right, now we get up to the starting lineups.
Yep, we'll be going down to Steve English here in the PA, and we'll get tonight's starting lineups.
Again, back in November, Central Maine won against UMA 98-92.
Yeah, that was a good game. I watched that game.
Yeah.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Kirk Hall on the campus of Central Maine Community College for tonight's men's basketball game between the UMaine Augusta Moose and your Central Maine Mustangs. First, the starting lineup for the visiting Moose. Number 3, Avion Matthews. Number 4, Rocco Chang. Number 10, Kobe Edwards. Number 24, Dante Sharp. Number 35, Khalif Bettis. Head coach of the Moose is Steve Carey. He is assisted by Gabe Carey and Willie Murray. And now the starting lineup for your Mustangs. From Naugatuck, Connecticut, number 1, Caden Moore. From Houston, Texas, number 5, Ryan White. From Rockport, Maine, number 11, Will Duke. From Windham, Maine, number 31, Grady Dixon. And from parts unknown, number 32, J.T. Pound. Head coach of the Mustangs is Dave Gagne. He is assisted by Corey David, Jared Rubin, Mike McCurry, and Xavier Roman.
Let's go in the huddle.
If not, if I say sink back beyond half court and everybody sinks in unison, okay? Hey, listen, first time down, let's start run 4 for Grady, okay, without saying it. Got it? No, 4. No, 4. He knows we're going to do that when he sees you tucked up out. We have to do that at the timeout. Let's go. See him? What's that thing?
That little reference was to Coach Carey across the way. Dave says as soon as we set that up, he knows what we're going to run. That's the benefit of getting in the huddle. That's great. So it's going to be a good matchup here. Boy, you had a great women's game. Looking forward to a great men's game. Glad you could join us here on Monthly Media Sports, the exclusive live streaming partner.
That's right.
Of Central Maine Community College. Proud to be with them.
I said hi to Coach Carey. Also, I saw Rocco Chang and Ben Francis, I should say. Ben Francis is hurt.
Yeah, I saw that, poor Ben, yeah.
So I just said, enjoyed your time here. You guys were great.
They sure were great.
And out of bounds on the tap. And they're going to say what? Moose ball. Rocco Chang from Auckland, New Zealand. And I said to him, it's all about the education majors or whatever you made decision, you know. Down there, all alone, laying it in is Kobe Edwards.
Well, Edwards must have turned sideways and got lost.
Sophomore from West Palm Beach. Here comes Will Duke, who had 30 points in the last game. You saw it, Rob.
Yeah, he was our player of the game.
And a foul out front. They call it on. Okay. For a split second, the way Will Duke is reacting, I thought they were calling a foul on him, but that's not the case.
Yeah, Dante Sharp on the defense.
Ball goes in the backcourt, which is fine. Caleb Bettis is the player of the week in the conference. Down to Moore, back outside, Duke for three. Bang! 3-2 Mustangs.
Inside, outside.
All the way, the Moose hanging on the rim, but there's a tap. Who was that on the tap? Was that Chang?
I think it was Edwards.
Kobe Edwards on the tap. 4-3 Moose. Moore, no good. Rebound Bettis. He's from Burnsville, Minnesota.
Yeah, he's the real deal.
Avion Matthews takes a three, overshoots, but deflected off a Mustang.
Yeah, went off Grady Dixon, I believe.
What happened?
Quick inbounds.
Nobody moved except Rocco Chang, and it was sort of a controlled tap, wasn't it? Or am I seeing things?
He must have a laser controller in there. Froze everybody.
And there's JT Pound working baseline, using the glass.
Now hold on to your hats here. Will be 120 to 118.
A steal by Duke. Will Duke ahead of the pack, goes over the front rim and lays it in.
I've already got 3 replays, Jim. I haven't been able to get to yet. It's going to be one of those nights. Hope you're enjoying it.
7-6 Mustangs. Edwards off balance. Weak side rebound. Ryan White. And a blocking foul on the Moose.
Yeah, that was one of those semi-delayed kind of calls that officials make. They're waiting to see if you're going to beat the defender and go and give yourself numerical advantage. They won't call that. But as soon as the ball bounced backwards, the call was made. That's good officiating. And it's the second on Sharp, so he's got to sit.
All right, Daniel T-Wog Bay. Do you know how to say his name? 22?
T-Wog Baig, I guess. Bade.
Pound goes inside to Moore. Deflected out of his hands. Coming away with it is Bettis. Bettis gave the ball up, and it's off Kobe Edwards.
Yeah. Coach Carey up with the arms outstretched saying, yeah, it went out because he got hit. Well, we got guys here going to let him play, this crew. You're going to have some blood.
Inside to Moore, knocked out of his hand. It will remain Mustangs ball. Cade Moore will trigger it in from his own baseline.
Cozy confines down there.
Comes out to White, who gave it to Pound. Trady Dixon from Wyndham. Dixon baseline has to go outside for White. Off the front rim, the rebound will right in the hands of Avion Matthews. He's from Seaford, Delaware, another state we don't see in rosters that much up here.
No, we don't see a lot of Delawareans, if there's such a word.
Minnesota and Delaware represented. Chang goes underneath, but Will Duke got in the passing lane. Pound in the corner is White. White still has it. And Duke saves it, but Rocco Chang of the Moose ends up with it. And stolen away. Here's Duke. Moore stops, shoots, does not get it. Dixon tried to tap it. It will be UMA ball.
Well, frantic activity up and down the floor. Not much of offensive finishing going on since the early going.
Jaden Williams in the game, replacing Ryan White. On the far side is Matthews. Behind his back, and Matthews goes in and lays it in. I think Coach Gagne is saying that's too easy.
A wiggle a waggle and an easy basket.
The Moose by 1. Pound to Moore. Moore double teamed. Williams goes out near half court to Dixon. Plenty of time on the shot clock. A screen by Pound. Little contact with Dixon. We play on. There goes Williams. He does not get it. Rebound Matthews. The Moose on a run out. Bettis lays it in on a pass from Edwards.
Yeah, beautiful pass by Edwards. Threaded the needle.
Dixon for the tie. Back rim. Moore taps it to himself. And they're going to say he lost it. Number 2, Keith Sharp. 6'4" from Enfield, Connecticut. Matthews will bring it up. Keith Sharp. Bettis gives up his dribble. And stolen away. JT Pound to Williams. The Moose get back, so Williams has to go back out front to Duke. Moore hands it off to Duke. Duke skips it to Dixon. Here comes Duke out of the left corner. Dixon has it behind the arc. 10 to shoot, Mustangs. A holding foul on UMA.
No fouls on the Mustangs so far, Jim.
That is correct.
All the fouls have gone against the Moose.
Keontae Marsh, number 4 in. 6'1" sophomore, Dallas, Texas. Duke will take a break. Pound comes out. And he's replaced by Devon Jonas out of Kingswood, Texas. Jonas, the fall away. He's got it.
It's a good entry.
The Moose leading 10-9. They have the ball. Matthews being watched by Jonas. There's a drive by Keith Sharp. Comes up short. Loose ball. Picked up by Williams. Here's Marsh. And intercepted by the Moose. And there's a basket. In the end, it was Keontae Marsh getting the ball back. And somehow he found Caden Moore.
Yeah, let's see how that happened. Well, I just seen the very end of it. I'm sorry. I was so mesmerized with the play, didn't hit the replay button fast enough.
Well, Keontae Marsh and a couple Mustangs as a group, they didn't give up when it seemed that the ball was going to go the other way. Foul shot hits the iron, no good. Mustangs by 1, 6 minutes into the game. Plamondon, number 15 in there, a junior from Manchester, New Hampshire for UMaine Augusta. Matthews goes out to Bettis. Bettis dumps it inside to Keith Sharp, who goes off glass. 12-11, the Moose take the lead back. Jonas comes out of the corner, back out near the logo. It's Jaden Williams. Jonas for 3. A little long, rebound the Moose. And the Moose go down the other way, Jacob Plamondon. 14-11, UMA. Trady Dixon swings it over to Jonas. Marsh out near midcourt, directs some traffic. 8 to shoot. And they go inside, and a miscommunication as the ball went astray. Ryan White back in, and checking in, number 35, Alex Brigitte, 6'7" sophomore out of Miami. Theo Beatty with the ball. A drive up and no good by Matthews, but a whistle.
It's only team first.
It's on Brigitte. Inbounds by the Moose. Plamondon down in the corner to Matthews. Matthews starts a drive. And left-handed layup going right to left by Matthews. Nicely done.
That was a pretty finish by Matthews.
16-11, UMA. Keontae Marsh looking things over. And contact away from the ball. Looks like we're bowling for dollars down there. A couple of players down.
You can see the end of it there. You're right, Jim.
Foul on Keith Sharp, his second. You know, you're watching the ball and I hear this thud.
I was hoping it wasn't you, Jim, falling on the bleachers.
There's time for that. Dixon shut off underneath. Down the lane, Marsh up and in. Nice left hand, Keontae Marsh. Under 12 minutes remaining, first half, 16-13, UMA. That ball deflected by Jonas.
Yeah, let's take a look at that last one for the Mustangs. That was a nice pass underneath. And you see Keontae Marsh with the driving lay-in there. A tough finish there, but Keontae was equal to the task and put it up and in.
Luke Jameson is in, number 24, 6'3", out of Auckland, New Zealand. That one too long. Jameson grabbed it off the court. Three-pointer, Jonas. Bang! Devon Jonas. We're tied at 16.
Yeah, beautiful play all the way down the floor from the defensive end, setting up Jonas.
Bettis baseline. Foul line jumper, swish. Derek Daigle, who just checked in, freshman from Beaumont, Texas.
Everybody can play, Jim. They can
yeah.
all play.
18-16. There's a steal. Plamondon ahead of the pack. And Luke Jameson commits the foul, so
good foul.
Plamondon will have to earn him at the line.
Yeah, here's that replay all the way out. Marsh with it here, looking up. Pushes the ball ahead. Just a little penetration by White to Jonas. He's open for the three, a long one. Knocks it home. Back live.
Plamondon, excellent foul shooter. 87% coming in.
Yeah,
13 out of 15.
I think he's a multi-sport athlete. I think Jacob plays baseball as well, maybe.
2 for 2 that trip. Moose back up by 4 as we just went under 11 minutes. Jameson. And that pass went astray. Now, I don't know the circumstances, you don't, but you might be listening to the game. Javion Jacobs had a great first semester from Houston. All kinds of highlight reel stuff, so we wish him the best wherever he is this semester or back in Texas or what. So,
yeah, good kid, too. Had the pleasure of talking to him. Real good kid.
So we might be even watching and listening. I'm not sure. Again, we don't know circumstances. And Devon Jonas is welcome back this semester.
Yep.
So that's a positive. Look at Bettis. Knocked out of bounds. Excellent defense along the baseline by the Mustangs.
Well, you got to understand, if you're playing defense in this game, the way it's being called, attack. You can be physical. They're letting stuff go both ways. They're letting the kids play.
Matthews goes into Bettis. Bettis, the fall away from 17, no good. Offensive rebound, no good by Daigle, and finally grabbed out of the air by Jonas. Running the court is Jameson. Gives it up. Here's a three-pointer. Bang! That was Ryan White. Nice vision there by Luke Jameson.
Sure was. I didn't know where he was throwing the ball. I didn't see anybody there. White was there. He knew what to do.
Mustangs go inside and they come back outside. Matthews goes around the screen. Matthews goes in the lane. Blocked by Brigitte.
Here's a three-point basket that the Mustangs just racked up. Here you see it come into the corner to White. He's got one all alone there, nobody on him.
Rocco Chang back in for the Moose, and for the first time, it's Will Francis, number 43, 6'2", out of VZ Maine, Orono High School. He'll have to play twice as good because of his brother Ben on the injured list. Chang being guarded by White. Chang, the floating shot, and score the basket for Rocco Chang.
Old friend Rocco. We've seen that move before.
Oh, yeah. Chang averaging 10.8.
Yeah, Rocco was a great contributor here.
Old-fashioned three-point play. 23-19. UMaine Augusta. Jamison goes to the left-handed dribble. Goes out to Duke, who just came back, and there's Dixon, who came back as well. Here's Caden Moore, and they take it away from him. Here comes Francis on the drive, and he gets the roll. The Francis brothers played on a couple of state championship teams at Orono.
But Orono had a great run up there. The Red Riots of the North.
That's right. 25-19. Jamison fakes Jamison the jumper, and Luke Jamison's going to the line.
Real pace back and forth. No timeouts taken in this first half with 8:50 left. Nobody's put a big run away.
I believe it's 1 p.m. on Thursday in New Zealand, by the way. I know you missed that last game.
We had no idea even what time it was in Auburn, Maine, Jim.
Yeah.
So we missed you, buddy.
Now, the reason I reference it is, Munzing Media working with Central Maine in this case, bringing a game halfway around the world so you keep in touch with your child, your student athlete. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and sometimes it's odd hours they have to do it too. And there's all kinds of things going on in families.
Well, and the neat thing here is if, a family misses it, it's all up there. They can
Right.
They can watch it anytime, anywhere, basically, on any device. And technology's a great thing. Jim and I are old timers, but we love it.
Jamison, the jump shot, no good. Rebound, Bettis. Chang on the right of the foul line extended. Now he drives. A little contact, but we play on. Parker Reynolds, number 20, is in the game. He's from Oakland, Maine. There's Bettis. Swish.
Yeah, if you're not phone to contact tonight, just go home. Because they're going to let you bump. They're going to let you play, these guys.
Moose by 8. 8:10 remaining.
This game's got great flow, Jim,
Yes.
because of it.
There's White. Jamison for 3. Got the iron. Kept alive by Dixon. They go back outside, around the rim and in for Ryan White.
Yeah, offensive board, second chance opportunity. Ryan White knocked it down.
And we get a timeout on the court. 7:46 to go, first half. UMaine Augusta 27, Central Maine 21.
I don't want balls. They're going to get a fight. I'm telling you, it's going to be a fight.
Dave's talking to the official, going to cut his mic here for that. as we say, discretion being the better part of valor in some cases. Well, Dave gets back in the huddle.
Yeah, we don't want a worldwide audience as witnesses to what
Here we
he's
go.
saying, right?
All right. Run Purdue, right? Slide, okay? Slide to the basket, right? Halfway, slide to the basket. All right, let's go. JT.
All right, Devon Jonas has returned. He's in there along with Dixon, Duke, Moore, and Pound.
Really haven't been able to get Crady Dixon some looks from the outside so far. They've really defended him pretty well out there. I don't think he's taken a three.
I think he's taken about one shot. I'll check. Bettis. Back outside. Kobe Edwards, the shot. No good. Offensive board by Reynolds. His Bettis from the outside. No good. Rebound Moore. Will Duke, left of the foul line, extended to Pound. Duke for three. Back rim, went right to Will Francis. Down the lane, Bettis. Now here's a quick jump shot. Rattles off for Edwards, but Will Francis on the follow-up.
Yeah, got the inside board, didn't get checked out.
29-21. UMA, they go into Moore. Nice catch. Nice vision by Jonas. Not much room in there, Rob. He had to drop it in.
That was very well done.
Pretty Dixon has taken one shot.
Yeah, okay, there you go.
Bettis with the ball. Here's Chang. Francis from outside. Bang! Will Francis. Ben Francis on the bench just put his arm up as high as he could. Jonas goes away and scores.
Ooh.
He went underneath and had to change the shot, I think, Rob.
That was a fantastic finish. There's some athleticism in this game.
6 minutes remaining, first half, 32-25. Moose is a kick ball. Yeah, Will Francis, I believe it's a knee injury, as I can tell.
Yeah, he had a.
You know it's not good. I don't care what your age. If they're looking at your knee and the doctors are using letters of the alphabet, like ACL, PCL,
Yeah, right.
MCL, it's not good news. There's a foul underneath. Personal, Jaden Williams. Kobe Edwards. Edwards, a 58% foul shooter coming in. Averages 4.7 points a game. And he's 100% on that trip as the lead is up to 9, 34-25. Williams with the ball. And Devon Jonas is correct. He was saying it's off an opponent's fingertips.
He had it.
Yeah. Bounce pass into Williams. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound by Matthews. And look at that play to Bettis. He caught it midair.
Yeah, Francis with a great feed.
And contact, blocking foul.
Watch this pass by Francis, just beautifully done. Timed perfectly up and in.
Well, if we had an award for bench players, right?
Right.
Will Francis would have a couple of votes already.
Well, we saw that in the women's game as well with Emily Brown coming
Yeah.
off and having a fantastic game for the Moose women who beat the Mustangs. Was it final end up 2 points, Jim?
Yes, because of late 75-73.
Yeah.
First loss of the season for Central Maine. Jonas, one more.
Yeah, as we said, both teams better for having played that game, though.
Yeah, they haven't had a whole lot of competition.
Yeah.
That's not their fault.
No, you got to have it heading in the tournament, so move on. If you're the Moose, you celebrate. And I'm sure they did.
Jonas at the foul line was successful. 36-27. And there's Francis again. Will Francis.
Yes, he will.
And Moore drives and lays it in. Caden Moore was determined that time. Did you see his jaw?
Yeah, he set himself there, said, I'm going to answer back right here. That's what you look for. That's what you look for in the leader.
He set his jaw and made a great move along the left baseline to cut it to 9.
Yeah. Crucial 4.5 minutes or so heading in here.
Three-pointer, Augusta. That was no good. Missed by Matthews. Rebound, Pound. Duke whips it in the front court to Jonas. Left baseline to Moore. The fall away. Swish!
That's a sweet shot. He's got that intermediate jumper. Because you're so fearful the way that he can attack the cup, you just got to play him off a little bit, and he'll hit that fall away.
38-31, Moose. Bang! Rocco Chang with a smile towards the Central Maine bench. 10-point Moose lead. Moore got it again. Caden Moore.
Everybody striking.
Under 4 minutes remaining first half. Matthews whips it to the corner. Bettis a three. Too long. Grabbing the ball. Guess who? Will Francis to Chang. Bang! We got the Francis family, in a sense, with Ben on the bench, Will playing, and we got Rocco Chang, former Mustang. And it's up to 11 points. Jonas for three. No good. Weak side rebound. Kobe Edwards. Here comes Bettis. Bettis going to take it all away. No good. Tap by Edwards. No good. Francis to Chang for three. That one is off. Rebound, Pound. 3 minutes remaining. First half. Will Duke stops. Shoots. Does not get it. And a tie-up. And it's going to be UMA ball on the arrow.
Seeing a little bit of the crowd in here tonight. Good-looking crowd. Bleachers are packed across the way. That's Coach Gary walking back and forth in front of the camera, but that's his right. I just wanted to show you the crowd in here.
Shot by Will Francis, no good. Here comes Devon Jonas. Contact at midcourt. Rob Munzing, we play on.
Yeah.
Duke to Pound. Just hung it on the rim. Bettis grabs it out of the air. And they're going to call a foul on Moore. That's team foul number 6, so no shots. Caleb Bettis with the ball. Off balance shot, no good. And it's going to be CM ball. Will Duke walks it across the timeline. Defending is Edwards. Williams has it. Stolen away. Lost out of bounds by Will Francis. Timeout on the court. 2:02 remaining first half. UMA 44, Central Maine 33.
We'll go in the huddle.
Listen. They want it obviously a lot more than you do because they're 3 times aggressive as you are. You need to be a hell of a more aggressive. The referee's out going, grab. All right, so you need to be a hell of a lot more aggressive now, all right? When we push down, you flash to the high. We don't have to push. You go the high down to the low, right? All right, play together now. Come out to a 3-2 now. Stay on the strong hand, contest the shot. We spread down, get up and down now. Make the decisions, okay? We're in good shape. Let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Be more aggressive, says Coach.
We're in good shape, you know? He may not think that deep down in a sense, but he's not going to tell his team they're in trouble. Not with 22 minutes of basketball left. Ball comes into Duke. Bounce pass to Pound. Pound. Baseline shut off. Moore the fall away. Got it!
Beauty.
Caden Moore with the soft touch from the left baseline. Cuts it to single digits. 9-point Moose lead.
That's how you come out of a timeout, Jim.
Oh, yeah. Edwards being guarded by Williams. Matthews with the ball. Chang dribbles out the top of the arc. Chang goes all the way in. Off-balance shot grabbed out of the air by Jonas. Here comes Jaden Williams. Will Duke for three. Bang! Big bucket for Will Duke. Cuts it to a two-possession game. Here's a three-pointer, UMA, no good, missed by Matthews. Duke has it. Here's Caden Moore. Look out below! Oh, it's going to take it off. He hung on the rim too long. The ball was still moving in the cylinder.
So it becomes what, an offensive goaltending.
Yeah.
That's a tough one because you don't know if he can come down yet. Well, I've never seen that. Oh, that's offensive, I think.
Traveling.
Yeah. Well, everybody's smiling, having fun. Scorer's table, Coach Gary, officials. It's like a loving.
Here's Caden Moore from 14 feet. That one is no good. Look at Pound. Yes, gravity wins. Gravity wins for JT Pound. 44-40. Shot clock is off.
Well, nice job by the Mustangs out of that timeout, Jim, huh?
Yes. Game clock at 15. Bettis with it. Will Francis on a drive is Matthews. Splits defenders and gets the roll. And Will Duke is going to fire. So the Moose score the last basket. But it could have been worse as far as the margin goes. As you said, after that timeout, Mustangs played some good sequences, led by Caden Moore with a soft touch. So after one half of action in this YSCC matchup in the men's division, it's UMaine Augusta 46, Central Maine 40 on Munzing Media Sports.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost, and for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2022 to 2025. Set your goals and find your path at CMCC. Let's build a future together.
Provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to compete. It's leveling the playing field for everybody.
Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher.
An HVAC technician.
Pediatric nurse.
Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect.
Physical therapist.
I'm gonna be a lawyer.
or we're a stop along the way.
I'm gonna be a doctor.
A machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm gonna be a graphic designer.
An athletic trainer.
there is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
For years, you've worked hard, saved wisely, and dreamed of this moment. Retirement is one of life's biggest decisions. You don't have to navigate it alone. With Gosline Retirement Planning by your side, you can retire with confidence. We're a team of fiduciaries who specialize in the transition from work life to retirement life, and we're here to help. We at GRP are committed to building a plan that lets you live and give better than you thought possible.
The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation is proud to support Munson Media's production of live streaming high school sports. We recognize the hard work and dedication of Maine's high school student athletes, and we applaud Munson Media's pioneering live streaming efforts. The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation. Since 1892. And it changes the game, 35-26. This has been a wacko affair.
Our goal in public service is to improve the quality of life in communities. This is the Public Service and Social Sciences Department. We originally started with criminal justice, and then we added more programming.
I'm in the forensic science program.
I want to become a state fire investigator.
State trooper.
I want to be a game warden.
Forensic psychologist. Behavioral health professional.
CM offers a lot more hands-on learning than most places.
The only way to give them that experience is to do that through immersive scenario training.
You actually dust for fingerprints.
Learning how to go through, take pictures, what to look for.
We are the only college in the state of Maine that offers a third-year advanced certificate in police operations.
It is a great way of excelling your career and jump-starting you onto that path.
The Public Service Simulation Center allows us to fully implement an immersive training environment.
Can I see your other hand?
You just don't want to get boxed in.
We teach de-escalation and empathetic communication to better address community needs.
The instructors are awesome.
They really care about our education.
We have people that teach who have been members or are actively members of these industries. This is a one-of-a-kind program.
It's preparing me to have a step up in my professional career.
Here at the school, they're really invested in our education.
It's a nice environment.
The USCAA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to compete. It's leveling the playing field for everybody.
It provides a great opportunity. Just the fellowship amongst athletes, get a chance to play against some different teams that typically don't get a chance to play against from different regions, different parts of the country. It kind of gives you an opportunity to kind of see where you're really at against everybody. Really good. Like I said, just a great environment, well-ran tournament. It's a pleasure to be part of organizations like the USCAA.
I took a bad step off of a wall during a demolition. I tore every single tendon in my left shoulder, just about tore my arm off. At this point, it's been 14 months, 13 since my surgery. I have approximately 98% of all of my movement back, which is almost unheard of. In comparison to my left arm, my strength has come back quite a bit. It's almost on par, it's within percentages. It's very difficult not to put in the effort when you see the person that's helping you putting in that type of care, that amount of time, that type of effort to get me better. Dirk respected what I was trying to achieve. He knew that this is what my goal is. This is what my life is about. So he helped me rebuild my life to the expectations of me moving forward and being able to do what I've always done. I'm actually building a barn again, and I'm up on a ladder and I'm holding rafters and beams and, you know, above my head and nailing and, yeah, sawing. Between the surgeon and Dirk, they met my expectations and they've given me my life back.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost, and for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2022 to 2025. Set your goals and find your path at CMCC. Let's build a future together.
The USCAA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to compete. It's leveling the playing field for everybody.
Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher.
An HVAC technician.
Pediatric nurse.
Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect.
Physical therapist.
I'm gonna be a lawyer.
or we're a stop along the way.
I'm going to be a doctor.
A machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm gonna be a graphic designer.
An athletic trainer.
there is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
For years, you've worked hard, saved wisely, and dreamed of this moment. Retirement is one of life's biggest decisions. You don't have to navigate it alone. With Gosline Retirement Planning by your side, you can retire with confidence. We're a team of fiduciaries who specialize in the transition from work life to retirement life, and we're here to help. We at GRP are committed to building a plan that lets you live and give better than you thought possible.
Welcome back here to Kirk Hall. Rob Munzing back here. Want to let you know that if you'd like to make a contribution to invest, inspire, and impact a student here at Central Maine Community College, want to let you know you can contribute to the CM Education Foundation. They're active right now. Take out your phone, take a picture of that QR code up in the top right corner. That'll take you to the page where you can make a contribution. And as we said, to help invest in, inspire, and impact students here at Central Maine Community College. On a personal note, I'm proud to announce that my grandson, Owen Munzing, just recently applied and was accepted down here at Central Maine Community College. So I'm very happy to share that news with everybody. And he's looking to go into the electrical program down here. He's currently up at the vocational school up in Augusta, student at Gardner Area High School. And we have many students at Gardner Area High School who have chosen to come down here that I know of. And I promoted every opportunity I get as we do our games for the local high school, how great an opportunity it is and how great the programs are down here at Central Maine Community College. And, you know, going forward, the trades are going to be so important. So if you've got a child that's got any questions about anything down here, get him or her in touch down here, and they can get a tour, take a look at the facilities, take a look at the programs, and tell them that people are investing, inspiring, and impacting them, and you can do it right through the CM Education Foundation. We got a good one here at 2-point women's game, 75-73, Moose over the Mustangs. And action earlier tonight, and that was a tremendous game. And we're back down here at halftime. You see the halftime score, about 4.5 minutes left. Before we get into second half action, it's the Moose over the Mustangs by 6, 46-40. Want to let you know our next game coming up here will be hockey. We'll be in hockey action. Patrick Dexler will be along with me. And Patrick, the voice of Mustang hockey, will have the call from the Norway Savings Bank Arena. That's upcoming on Friday on the 30th versus Dartmouth.
Yep. Patrick's sort of our resident hockey guy, isn't he?
Yes, he is. He's doing all the hockey for us. We lost Greg Glenn, one of the premier hockey guys, around, because Greg's business Pliable, where he's into the NIL business here. He's one of the leading authorities in the country on that. Speaks at national symposiums and things of that sort. So not able to continue on with his broadcasting. Patrick came on and has done that. He filled in for Jim on the basketball game. He does Moose basketball for their home games as well. So he's really mastered the play-by-play, and we'll have the call. And that'll be a big game against Dartmouth from the Norway Savings Bank Arena. 6:45 start now. That's probably 6:45 ice warm-up or puck drop, probably about 7 o'clock on Friday night. And then we'll be back here Saturday for a game against Monroe College, and they're coming up from New York.
I thought that was Sunday.
Oh, that's Sunday, right. That's Sunday.
All right, you want some stats or not?
Yep.
That was a good educational promo. I just got the last of it.
Yeah, it's great.
Yep.
Did you hear me that my grandson Owen's going to be looking to come down here next year? So
okay.
We'll have another camera person.
But they've added academic programs here and athletic programs over the last few years. A lot of choices. All right. UMaine Augusta shooting 48% from the floor, 3 out of 10 behind the arc, 5 out of 5 at the foul line. Central Maine shooting 53%, but they have 8 less shots. They're only, 4 out of 10 behind the arc is okay, 2 out of 5 at the foul line. So they had 8 turnovers, 7 for UMA. Rebounding edge to UMA, 19-14. And assist, UMA 13, Central Maine 14. So both teams seeking their teammates and getting assists. Individually for the Moose, Rocco Chang in double digits with 11. Will Francis playing for two brothers, Ben's on the bench injured. Will Francis 9, Avion Matthews 6. Also Kobe Edwards and Khalif Bettis with 6. Jacob Palombon 4, Keith Sharp 2, Derek Daigle 2. For Central Maine, Caden Moore, 12 points on 6 out of 10 shooting. Devon Jonas right behind with 9. Will Duke, 8 points. He had a couple of threes. 5 points for Ryan White. 4 points for JT Pound. 2 points for Keontae Marsh. And again, Crady Dixon has only taken 1 shot the entire half. So we'll see what happens, Rob Munzing.
Yeah, nice little run out at the end of the first half for the Mustangs to kind of close the gap in the final basket. Made it a 6-point game, but we're going to have an exciting second half here, I think. So get ready to hope you get your snacks into you.
In the first game, UMA women 75, Central Maine 73. The first loss of the season for Central Maine, and you got a feeling they're going to meet again. I mean,
oh yeah, yeah.
Southern Maine has done a good job this year improving both
yes,
the
they
men's
have
and
both
men's and women's.
Yeah, Mustangs will be traveling down there to South Portland
on Senior Day down there. So hope fans are enjoying this one wherever they're watching and listening. Will Duke dumps it back to Dixon, who fakes a 3. Outside, a 3-pointer, bang! Ryan White.
That's good. Good stop.
Dante Sharp.
Now Dante sat a lot of the first half with foul trouble.
Bettis goes deep and comes up short off the front rim. Dixon had the rebound. Here's Will Duke quickly across the timeline. 3-pointer, bang! Ryan White has tied this game just 50 seconds into the half.
What a start for White there. That one was from the student section.
It was. I'm checking his stats. He's been a 33% foul arc shooter. And air ball by Chang.
Yeah, here it is, the second one right here. Wide open after hitting the first one. No hesitation, stepped right into it, no closeout. Chang a little late on the closeout. Let's get our scoreboard back up. Apologize, folks.
White with the basketball. Dixon thought about a three, returns it to White. White shut off baseline, shoots from the baseline, no good. Skying for the rebound was Derek Daigle. Excellent D. Look at that play by Will Duke. He was in a burglar's suit and stole the ball.
And kept it alive.
Yes. Dixon, top of the arc.
Yeah, they want to get Crady some shots, don't they? You can see it.
White, a three-pointer from the right wing. They got a save by J.T. Pound behind his back to Dixon. Duke for three. Rebound, Moore up and in.
Yeah, what a start here for the Mustangs.
48-46, Central Maine. Only took them about 2 minutes to capture the lead. And missing underneath and a late whistle. Shot was missed by Daigle.
I think we got the Will Duke great play here. Watch it. Whoop, whoop. What a play by Will. And that led back the other way down for a basket.
So 2 shots on this? Daigle, 7 out of 14 on the season.
I don't want to say it's cold in here, but I spilled my water, froze. I'm worried about slipping on it. Jeez.
Second one is good.
And we got a packed house in here. We just got this metal door that's from 1957, and it's leaking.
Here comes Duke deep into the paint. Gives back to Moore. Got it. That soft touch of Caden Moore. Another assist for Will Duke.
Well, the assist was the thing, penetrating in the teeth of the defense.
And traveling on Bettis.
Yeah, here's the Will Duke play here. Will get it back out to Caden off balance. Doesn't matter. Caden's a shooter. He gets that elbow square the basket all the time.
And good news for CM, not good news for the league. Will Duke is coming back for a 3rd year. That's why he wasn't recognized as a senior. Duke took it deep. Could not finish.
Because this is a 2-year school, folks, that may be watching wonder how the heck.
They could stay longer. Some have stayed 4 years.
And conversely, UMA is a 4-year school.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But we know players have been here longer than 2 years. I mean,
Yes. Yeah, they just get another degree.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bettis misses from about 8 feet. Loose ball rebound to Duke. Dixon. I hear contact. And
No
they're gonna
basket.
wave it off.
No basket, foul first.
Ryan White was fouled on the floor, I think.
Yeah, on the floor, no shots. Right, Jim.
Dixon will put it in play. Duke left of the foul line extended. Now Dixon in front of the Mustangs bench. Dixon being watched closely. Duke dribbles toward the foul line, kicks it out to Dixon. 3-pointer out of the corner, in and out. No good. The rebound up and in. J.T. Pound. As White's shot from the deep right corner went halfway down. Coach Steve Carey of the Moose calls time.
Yeah, J.T. Pound snuck in from parts unknown, as Steve English would say. They put that back up and in. Let's go in the huddle.
I got it. It's okay. Hey, Jay, win rebound. Okay, let's try it, Crate, okay? Put it back door for Crate now. Jay, you're going to make the catch, okay? Okay, JT, Crate, don't say anything. All right? Will, come down this alley right here. Right, you're on that side. Right, you come back to deep coverage, okay? Come on up, make the catch, Jay. You go back door, we'll follow him right back door. All right? If it's not there, run back through motion now. You all set? Hey, it'll be good shot base, come to every pass. Everybody check it out now, let's go.
There you go. There's the strategy. Going to figure that UMA coming out aggressively on defense. Their next offensive possession going to be a backdoor play. Right in front of us.
Ball comes into Bettis just barely. Goes underneath, up and in. There was a nice play. Derek Daigle with the basket. So the Moose execute coming out of a timeout. 3-point Mustangs lead. 52-49, 16 and a half minutes left. Moore changes hands on the dribble. And he's fouled. Derek Daigle. Here comes Will Francis, who came off the bench in the first half, did a lot of good things, not just scoring. Kept balls alive, got a couple of rebounds. Duke to White. White gives up his dribble. Duke gets a loose ball, lays it in. UMA wanted to travel before that, and none was called.
Well, we told you they're going to go backdoor. I don't think that's how Coach draws it up. I don't think that's how they practice it, but it worked.
A shot no good by Matthews. Rebound.
Let's show you this whole sequence, folks. This will be a long one. You're going to see it. I don't know how they managed to get this play executed here. As White goes in, he goes, woo! It's like he had cement on that left shoe there and got it to finally get the ball over to Will Duke. He laid it up and in. That might be the longest replay in the history of Munzing Media, but to explain the whole thing, we had to show you. Hope you're enjoying this one. We're having a great night of basketball here. This is really good. I wish we had contests like this every single game.
They had some youth basketball players from Wyndham here for both games. They had some student contests going on, led by Caleb Lamb, the assistant AD. A lot of T-shirts that say Central Maine Zoo Crew. Duke for three. Short, got the front rim. Tiwag Beatty got the rebound. Bettis goes inside and a foul on Dixon.
I'm waiting for them to come up with Senior Citizen Day, Jim. We'll go out there and maybe we'll have tag team limping contests or something like that. That'd be good. Probably up and down the court a couple of times, fill the whole halftime.
Oh, look at that play. They go into Bettis. He was off glass. Here's Will Duke the other way. Blocked.
That was a block and a splatter.
Yeah, Tiwak Beatty.
That was a quick release by Will Duke down the floor. Almost got a layup.
Devon Jonas in the game. They try to get the ball to Dixon. Watch out. And there's the big dunk. Kobe Edwards puts the Moose ahead. Mark that one down 5 minutes into the half.
Yeah, an exclamation mark there.
Duke at the foul line, loses the handle. Here comes Matthews, dumps it off. And Devon Jonas says, you're going to have to earn them at the foul line.
Yeah, that was a good foul. Well, punch, counter punch, Jim. Back and forth we go. Looking ahead, don't forget that the YSCC tournament will be here coming up in February, and Munzing Media will be the exclusive streamer of those games. Of course, we'll go to the YSCC network, but we'll be doing the games, Jim and I and Patrick and the whole crew here, student workers. Looking forward to that. It's going to be a lot of basketball.
20th, 21st, and 22nd.
Yep. Of February.
Yes. 1 out of 2 for Daniel Tiwak Beatty. He's from London. Keontae Marsh in for Duke. Marsh over midcourt being guarded closely, and miscommunication by the Mustangs.
I thought Grady was going to release from his man, come towards the ball, and that's when he just put away, move on. That's all he can do.
Walking the ball up, Avion Matthews. Bettis being guarded by Alex Brigitte. Here's the fall away Bettis. That was wide of the mark. Jonas, nice catch in the front court by Marsh. Marsh going to drive high off the glass. No good. He was off balance. Rebound Matthews. And knocked away by Marsh to Dixon, who lays it in. Keontae Marsh did not put his head down, Rob.
No.
He continued to play.
And that's exactly what I want to show here, Jim. Never give up on a play, kids. Watch here. Never give up on a play. See where Keontae starts from? Look at, he's on the floor. He comes back and makes this play right here. Fantastic. We're back live.
Turnover Moose. 6 minutes into the half. We're tied at 56. Dixon to Brigitte. Marsh dumps it to Brigitte, left baseline. Way outside. Dixon thought about a three. And that ball is going to be tracked down in the backcourt by White. Only 3 to shoot. Marsh fires it. No good. Rebound, Devon Jonas. He goes in to White. Short. Is a steal by Devon Jonas. He takes a three. That's no good. Offensive rebound, Dixon.
Yeah, you've called a lot of games, Jim. I don't know if you've ever called a stranger sequence.
Scene 1, take 6 or 7. Shot missed by Dixon. Matthews on a drive, and they're going to call a blocking foul on Central Maine, Devon Jonas.
We'll look at it.
I don't know if he was in the circle or not.
He's outside the circle. Welcome all our fans watching both teams.
Avion Matthews at the line. .62% foul shooter coming in, averaging 8.7 points a game. Caden Moore comes in, replacing Ryan White. That one is off. Rebound easily to Moore. Marsh brings it across. Vaughn Jonas. They swing it to the near side. Now back in the middle to Brigitte. Dixon, top of the arc to Marsh. Marsh almost lost it. Coming in baseline, missing the shot, Devon Jonas. And they're calling a pushing foul on who?
Brigitte, I believe. Yeah, on the offensive rebounding action, a little push in the back to be able to secure the ball.
Second foul on Brigitte. Keith Sharp comes in, substituting for Kobe Edwards for the Moose. Walking the ball up. T-Wog Beatty. Bettis. Will Francis gives the ball up. There's a shot by T-Wog Beatty, no good. Rebound Dixon. Marsh quickly in the front court. Downtown shot, no good by Dixon. Rebound Will Francis. Matthews slowing it down, directs a little traffic. Right baseline shot by Francis. Swish. Who is that man? Again, he's new this second semester, Rob. This is only his 5th game.
Wow.
60-56, UMA. All kinds of tugging going on, a double foul underneath. I think Francis and Brigitte, Steve Carey, Moose coach, says, calm down. He's got his arms, his palms down, saying down, down, keep it down.
Dave not happy.
I think it was a good call. I would hate to get one of those players a foul and not the other one.
Right.
Because out of the corner of my eye, I caught it. Turnover. Here come the Moose. And it's still going to say it's UMA ball.
Yeah, good hustle back.
You know, even as a broadcaster, once in a while I try to concentrate of looking away from the ball at times. And sometimes, you know, I encourage people, whether you're watching it on, you know, TV, a stream, or even live, take your eyes away from the ball or the dribble. Look what's happening away from the ball, because it could be a big factor how a possession turns out. Matthews spins, double team, Matthews block, but then accidental offense as it came to Daniel Teawood, baby. Back up to a 6-point Moose lead after the Mustangs had a brief lead. Here's Moore. Moore does not get the roll. Rebound Bettis. Will Duke back in the game for the Mustangs. He's in there with Dixon, Jonas, Pound, and Moore.
Keontae Marsh with some good minutes in there for the Mustangs at the point.
Will Francis stops, shoots, does not get it, climbing for the rebound. Devon Jonas. He goes coast to coast, off balance, no good. Caden Moore, no good, hung it on the rim, and now Moose ball. That one defied gravity.
Well, it's not for the meek underneath tonight.
If I was out there, I'd run from the three-point line to the other three-point line. Bettis throws it in, tipped by Duke and grabbed out of the air by Pound. Duke into the front court. Jonas had it for a second, gave it to Moore in front of his own bench. There's JT Pound trying to go to work. All kinds of contact. We play on. And in the end, Jonas has it by midcourt. Duke for three. That's high off the backboard. Rebound, Moore, score the basket. Okay, Rob, describe that sequence while I take a break.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to let the people at home see this whole crazy thing that went on. It finally came back after that mishmash. Came out to Will. He let it go, and I thought it was going up over the backboard, but it didn't. And then Cade Moore went up and dropped it home.
Foul shot is no good, and Devon Jonas almost put the rebound in, and it just wouldn't go.
Look at bodies falling. It looks like the interstate's all iced over, and the tractor trailers can't get any traction. They've been bumping into each other.
You can see film of that stuff around the country this past week. Shot wide of the mark by Bettis. Devon Jonas, nice catch in the front court by Duke. Dixon thought about a three, sends it back out to Jonas. Jonas still with it, stops baseline. Bounce pass to Duke, who lays it in.
Wow.
Wow, tough pass by Jonas. And then a pretty tough angle by Duke
Yeah,
also.
I think that was a croquet pass. Went right through the wickets, I think.
I never thought we'd talking croquet tonight, but I should learn by now. Francis for three. No good. Rebound, Dixon. Mustangs can tie or go ahead with a three with 8:40 remaining, but Will Francis with the steal, and he misses it. Loose ball, Mustangs. Pound to Moore, and Moore's going to the line.
Now let's see if that did go through the wickets. We'll take a look at it right here. It did. Put it right through. And what a finish. This is a crazy game. This is a lot of fun. Yeah.
And I think on the other end, I think Francis took off maybe a step too early and then tried to adjust.
Well, he had the whole cavalry chasing him.
Yeah. We're going to make these foul shots, the plural we. 8 fouls this half on the Mustangs, only 5 on the Moose with 8.5 to go. Right now, possession arrow favoring UMA. 1 out of 2 for Caden Moore. 62-61, UMaine Augusta, the lead and the basketball. Matthews goes down to Tiwa Beatty. Here's Rocco Chang. Chang down the lane was bumped on the way in. That'll be a 1-and-1.
Well, some of the intent students watching from the student section there.
Rocco Chang averaging 10.8 points a game, 65% foul shooter. He's hit 28 threes this year. Here comes Brigitte replacing JT Pound. Two for two for Rocco Chang. 64-61. Augusta with the lead. Duke in front of his own bench is Moore now. Moore spins, Moore goes in and lays it off glass.
Yeah, they just said clear the track.
I think he had that whole plan in his mind, you know?
They cleared out. Let Caden go one-on-one. He's a tough assignment.
Steal by Vaughn Jonas, then he threw it away. And getting to it was Kobe Edwards of the Moose. Almost a breakaway for the Mustangs. Bettis takes it deep, defended well by Duke. And White deflected out right by the UMA bench by one of the Moose.
Great night of basketball here.
Duke will bring it up. He's in there along with Williams, White, Moore, and Brigitte. Foul on UMA.
I think I've got that Caden Moore finish right here, the spin move here inside. What an athletic play that was by Caden. How many guys finish better than Caden in this league?
Team foul number 6 on the Moose, so it will be a 1-and-1 for the Mustangs on the next Moose foul. There'll be 2 shots the other way. And breaking the plane on the defender broke the plane. He reached over, I believe. I think it's a warning first, isn't it?
It's a warning. Warning first, technical if it happens again. And
if you slap the ball, that's a different story.
Yes, exactly.
Ryan White to trigger it in. Goes into Moore, and then it is Brigitte who gently lays it in. A gentle little up and in for Brigitte, and the Mustangs lead by 1 with just under 7 minutes to go. And there's the miss by Matthews, rebound. And there's Moore, look out below! And the students of Central Maine love that. Look at them over there. They don't care how long this game goes. They'll still be at their 8 o'clock class tomorrow. So they can talk about the game. Stolen away. Williams somehow got it to Moore and stolen back by Kobe Edwards. Edwards, contact, Duke's knocked down, we play on. And there goes Moore, he's gonna shoot 2.
Oh boy. I can't remember the replay I got, but I got a good one.
Will Duke was run over.
Yeah, a couple of guys run over. Right in here, boom. That's great play right there. We're gonna come all the way down on the break. Will's got it here, looks up ahead. Here's the dunk by Moore. And just hit the free throw.
Yeah, we're going to time out on the court. 6:16 to go, regulation. Central Maine 68, UMaine Augusta 64.
We're in the huddle. Apparently, either Dave took his mic off or we're run down on the bat track. Pretty special night here at basketball, YSCC action. We'll have the playoffs for you as we come to you live here from Kirk Hall. And as we do those will all be neutral style play-by-play and commentaries and things of that sort because it is the tournament. Those all go out on the YSCC network.
You and I have done that stuff before. So
oh, yeah.
We have, what, 3 or 4 different styles, right?
Yes. Yep.
You know, doing radio over the years for the home team, you could be completely over the top.
Yeah, exactly.
But I always say this, I mean it. There's information out there about all the teams. So any announcer at any level who doesn't know information, it's because they haven't looked.
Yeah, and we see all the teams during the course of the year, so we know.
Second foul shot is missed, and Will Francis comes away with the rebound. Mustangs didn't want the miss, but they were hoping for a putback. Chang gives up the dribble, goes out to Bettis. Moore is guarding him.
Yeah, Bettis a little quiet in the second half, Jim. He can light it up, though, at any time.
He whips it over to Chang for 3. He got the iron, rebound, Pound.
Yeah, Rocco had a stretch in the first half, Jim, hitting a couple of threes, and he let the bench know it, but cooled off a little bit.
Will Duke down the lane, kicks it to Brigitte for a jump shot. There's something going on underneath, and they're pointing the guilty finger at one of the Moose.
Yeah, I think there was a push there. Let's take a look at the very intent crowd. That we call that Dukeville over there, seeing John and Bob and the whole crew having some fun over there as they do.
Yeah, I see parents, grandparents.
Yeah.
I think there's some aunts and a couple aunts over there.
I think Dave's just happy that
the 1-on-1 is missed by Pound.
Will's coming back next year so he can fill the stands.
Yeah. Direct route, Rockport to Auburn. Loose ball, and finally, Pound gave it to Duke, who goes to Moore, who hangs it on the rim. Couple of tough sequences for the Mustangs. They did everything right except the finish. And that shot is no good. The rebound up and in. Give credit to Kobe Edwards for staying with that. We just went under 5 minutes remaining. The Mustangs by 2.
Oh, going to be a corker.
Into Moore. Caden Moore wants to go work, but he's double teamed. There goes Pound. Gets his own rebound. Up and in, JT Pound.
Yeah, but the cut to the basket and the foresight of Caden Moore to find him was terrific on that offensive play.
Bettis slowing it down. On the far side, Chang. Will Francis kicks it back out for a 3. That's off no good. Rebound Pound. And contact in the back court. Foul on Francis. And Ryan White will have 2 shots.
Yeah, everything's shooting now. Going to be his 4th, I think.
Ryan White, 73% foul shooter.
Yeah, so that's 4 on Will Francis.
He's played hard.
Yeah, he's played a terrific game. Off the bench, but one of the stars.
And a lot of points being left at the foul line by the Mustangs. Here's Chang. Francis returns it to Chang, who's beyond the arc. He tries to pass in. It hit the backboard. And then finally, once again, Kobe Edwards gets a putback on a play that wasn't diagrammed, Rob.
Well, just persistence.
And timeout on the court. 3:55 to go. Regulation. Central Maine leading 70-68 over UMA. Both teams in the double bonus. And Augusta has the arrow right now.
So let's talk a little bit about the CM Educational Foundation. They're looking to invest in, inspire, and impact students here on campus, and they have a giving campaign going on right now. You can get more information if you go up onto that QR code to the right. Put your camera on that, take you to the page. It's got all that information. And as I said at the half, very proud that my grandson has just been admitted, and talking to him today. They had a half day at school. He's all excited, and
he did the camera for us again.
Yeah, he's been down here for a lot of stuff, and some of the kids down here already. So very excited to be coming down. Very excited for him. A couple of years ago, I started talking to him about this and bringing him down to work the camera for some games and things like that. And as soon as Dave saw him, Dave said, "Hey, come on!" He jumped on his golf cart. Dave gave him a tour of the campus. So that was great. It made a big impression on him. We want to thank everybody down here for doing that. He applied, and by the end of the day, he'd heard he'd been accepted. So that's how fast it can go. And I'm always trying to sell this to the kids up. We do the high school games, and always, hey, where you going to school? What are you thinking?
Yeah, I talk about it a lot too, actually. Will Duke being guarded by Edwards. And they say it's off Duke. Give Edwards credit for the pressure.
Boy, Edwards he's been good here, hasn't he, huh? In the last couple of putbacks in for him, same persistent. They're trying to figure out where the spot is going to be.
3:46 on the clock.
Right in front of us. Doesn't matter much. No pressure on the ball. They'll let the inbounds come in, then play D.
Comes into Matthews. Far side, Francis.
Mustangs jumped his own.
Bettis takes it deep. A finger roll. Bettis off glass and good.
Yeah, he's a finisher like Caden Moore, huh? That's a pretty finish.
We're tied at 7 with less than 3.5 to go. Every possession critical now. Caden Moore stops, shoots, got it!
That's a tough shot. That's a clutch, tough shot.
Stopped on a dime and came up shooting. Chang on the far side. Back to Matthews. Matthews drives, gives up his dribble, finds Francis, who rips it out front. Now they go for a 3. Bang!
Oh, boy, good execution.
Matthews from downtown gives the Moose a 1-point lead with 2:45 to go in regulation. Ryan White by midcourt. Duke goes to the left hand, his natural hand, in front of his own bench. White has it. 10 to shoot. White inside the foul line. Shoots. No good. Rebound Bettis. Matthews in no rush. Looks over to head coach Steve Carey. Far side, Kobe Edwards. There's Duke almost with a steal, and he does steal over to Moore. And then it's taken away by the Moose. That was crazy.
Oh, what a play there by Will Duke, and looked like it was going to be a lay-in.
I thought Duke was fouled at some point, but I'm not going to say it. 73-72. Look at Duke up there like a defensive back, and then contact at midcourt. That's got to be a foul.
Yeah.
Yeah, Duke elevated and knocked it down. A teammate had it, started the break, and then all kinds of contact around midcourt.
Yeah, going to see it right here. Boom. Back for the free throw.
Duke, 11.7 average, 66% foul shooter. He shoots 42% from long distance.
He's a terrific player.
This will give them the lead. It rattles off.
Yeah, those free throws, Jim, you mentioned it. Jim will have those stats at the end. They may bite him.
Matthews with the ball. We're tied at 73 with 90 seconds to go in regulation. And this time they foul on Jonas. It'll be 2 shots for Will Francis. One more. That one's no good. The ball got tipped out to the corner, and Rocco Chang got the ball, and the Moose on a reset. Chang guarded by Duke. We play on. Chang for 3. Hit the iron. Rebound right to Duke. Here's Devon Jonas. Jonas goes to the left hand and lays it in. Mustangs by 2 with a minute to go.
Pretty by Jonas.
Will Duke shaken up. And bang! 3-pointer, Kobe Edwards. Timeout on the court.
Let's see if we go back and see what might have happened to Will. He's hurt right there when he made the pass out to Jonas. Jonas with a pretty left-handed finish there. Put the Mustangs up by 2. But then they came back the other way, hit the bomb.
Kobe Edwards up to 15. That was his first 3 of the game, Rob.
He picked the right time for it.
The Moose have 5 players in double figures. And the Mustangs actually have 4. Will Duke trying to shake it off near the bench, but I don't think he's going to go back in. And
a little bit of concern on the bench with that. Seeing the crowd across the way. They've been on the edge of their seats most of the night for both games.
Yes.
Taxing game to be a fan.
As we said in the women's game, this is great competition for both teams.
Well, it's tournament-style play.
Yes.
Absolutely, the kind of game that you want to have heading into a tournament. And Keontae Marsh is going to come in, so Will must be shaken up a little bit. Trainer Nat's not over with him, so he must be okay not to have any help there. But this could play out for a while, this final minute.
The Mustangs trailing by 1 with 52 seconds. Marsh, pound, shoots, in and out and back in.
Oh.
I think that was tipped in by Sir Isaac Newton. He had the gravity theory, Rob.
Yeah, I didn't know.
It worked.
I didn't know he had any eligibility left, but apparently.
And contact, no call. Moose have the arrow. 77-76. Central Maine. We got a timeout on the court.
Yeah, we're not going to have a foul call in that situation right here. These guys have been like that all night. It's been a terrific game because of it. And they just let the kids decide things there. And Mustangs just weren't able to rip that one away, Jim. Secure the ball. And as you often say, I think almost every single game, and you let it be known who's got the possession arrow because it comes down to that in the final seconds. 1 point lead for the Mustangs, 32.3 on the clock, 20 on the reset, as you see right above on the scoreboard, but you also see it on our clock on our scoreboard as well. Reminder, we're tied right in the system, so you will see the actual time going down as well. So
years ago, Rob, down at the Expo, I don't have to tell the teams. A team that eventually won the state championship was in a tie game in the final seconds of regulation. It was a loose ball, became a held ball. They had the arrow, okay? They put the ball in play, and the other team thought they were behind.
Oh, wow.
And they fouled the player immediately with like 2-3 seconds, and they went and made the foul shots in the quarterfinals and went on to a state championship. All right. 12 on the shot clock, 24 on the game clock. Augusta trailing by 1. Here's Bettis to Chang. Chang's going to fire it. Short. Francis
Shot
got
clock.
the ball. Yes, it didn't draw Ryan. Wow. 10.6 on the clock, and Dave Gagne, with his name on the court, calls timeout. Wow. Again, it's a double bonus.
Will Duke is checked back in. You got to figure that he's going to be he's going to get the inbound. So if they foul anybody, he's the guy they want at the free throw line, Jim. They've suffered a little bit at the free throw line here tonight. You want to put your best free throw shooters in. Grady Dixon's going to check in. He's a good foul shooter as well. So get in those guys' hands and let them seal the deal. Possession arrow now favors the Mustangs.
Well, it's the scorer's table. I'm looking down, Rob. It's pointing this way. I see the light, the red light.
Well, didn't UMA win the last possession? Shouldn't that have changed? Who's the possession, Steve? We're questioning the possession. Yeah, it's fine. But didn't they get the last possession on the tie-up down here? Well, we're not getting any clarification.
Yeah, nobody's helping.
Well, we shall see what we shall see. Remember, this isn't like the women's game. You watch that, you don't advance the ball
right
in the men's game.
All right, all kinds of...
The old guys right here were all over it, you and I, on the possession arrow, and coaches finally got it. Yeah, possession arrow was not correct. They fixed it.
All right.
Good deal.
Good job, Rob.
Yep.
Dixon puts it into Duke. And Duke is tagged. He'll be shooting 2 with 8.6 seconds.
Well, it's going to set UMA up if Will makes both free throws. It's going to set him up for a 2 shots here. He makes it. It'll be a 3-point game. UMA is going to get a chance to come down.
6'1" sophomore from Rockport, Maine. Played for Camden Hills High School.
And all net. 30 points last game. He's had a terrific all-around game today. Scoring, defending, steals, dishes.
And just like shooting in his driveway in Rockport, and timeout, Coach Steve Carey. 3-point game.
Yeah, UMA going to take a full timeout here. Well, we have had a night of basketball. We hope you have been able to enjoy both these games. This has really turned into a terrific rivalry between these two in-state schools.
Oh, no question. I mean, the main schools are always competitive. I mean, thank goodness for the competition, because unfortunately outside the state of Maine, there's usually 1 or 2 teams pretty good.
Yeah, Vermont State's been good.
Yeah, I mean, New Hampshire Tech before that.
Yes, New Hampshire Tech
very
was
good.
Always good.
But I think this time of atmosphere sets up teams for playoffs and, tournament stuff going forward. .1 on the clock. 79-76 Central Maine. Both teams in the double bonus. You got to be careful. The only thing, well, not the only thing. Again, Augusta's going to have to go length of the court. Don't foul on a 3-point shot. Don't foul. If somebody gets a 3-pointer and goes to overtime, another timeout.
I think we may be able to go back in the huddle.
Everyone figure it out. That's why I wanted to see what they were going to do. Whoever's guy takes the ball out of bounds and wants you on the ball. All right? Understand that? Do not make them shoot the ball over the top of you. Make them catch the ball in front of you. All right? Keep it in front of you. Don't let it go by you. Just backpedal. Keep it front. Got it? Stay with your man. Stay with your man. Go check him for 15.
Listen, if they're going in for a layup, foul the shit out of them.
Ryan White checking
No,
in.
go foul. Go foul.
Take it Maya.
They're talking about maybe take a foul.
Yeah. Sounds like there's mixed opinion down there.
Yeah.
Now, do you think they're going to throw a long pass?
Well, they got 8 seconds. That's a lot of time. You can get the ball in bounce and backcourt and go. But
Here goes somebody taking off, and there it is. And was that touched by a Mustang?
I could not tell.
I thought it was going out of bounds off Augusta.
Yeah. They should have let it go out of bounds.
Well, I had the call on the play, Rob.
You did?
They went long. 6.8 on the clock. Matthews out to Bettis. 3 seconds. Bettis for the tie. No good. Rebound more. And the Mustangs have won it. The Mustangs have won it on the great comeback. And they're excited.
Oh, they should be. Boy, this was a battle royale. This is a preview of what we're going to see in the tournament. What a win for the Mustangs. Down at the half. Goody second half. Came back. Wow, it's hard to hard to know who to pick as a
Let's see, I'll give you
player of the game.
Well, we got Caden Moore with 26 and 11 rebounds. You got a double-double.
Yeah.
And I think it was his little shriek that got them back into the lead, wasn't it? Remember, he went down and about, I'm going to say, 3 or 4 possessions out of 5 he scored on that soft touch. Remember, he stopped quickly with about a 12-footer. And
yeah, he did, coming out in the second half. Absolutely right.
Will Duke at 15, Ryan White 11, Devon Jonas 11, JT Pound 10. But Moore had the double-double.
So, get Dave. So we're going to get some post-game here. Caden Moore, obviously, and Ryan White. We're going to talk to both them coming up.
So the Moose now are 14-5, 9-3 in the conference. Sorry, wrong. The Moose men 17-9, 11-3 in the conference. CM 20-8, 13-1 in the conference.
Well, let's go downstairs to Caleb, and he's got the post game.
All right. We will first talk with Ryan White. Ryan, that was a very intense game throughout that first half in particular. It seemed like you were able to hit a couple of big threes, especially at the start of that second half, to give the team momentum.
Yeah, I was able to hit threes. My teammates found me. I was wide open. I just shot the ball and it went in.
How do you guys raise your game in a moment like that, where it's so intense, where you've got such a tough battle on the floor, and you know that every possession matters?
We live for these moments. We don't want to play sorry teams. Like good teams like that, we come to play, and that's what happened tonight.
Now we turn our attention over here to our player of the game, Edge Nutrition Award winner Caden Moore. Caden, another very good performance on your senior night being honored, and I know you're now closing in on 1,000 points. Seemed like you really took over down the stretch in that one, but you guys needed some defensive stops as well throughout that second half.
Yeah, defense wins games, so, coach emphasizes that, and that's what we did.
Now, for obviously, this has a battle that had a lot more going on. Not only is it number 1 versus number 2 in the conference, you also had the return of some of your former teammates, return of an assistant coach in Steve Carey. How do you try to keep those from being a distraction when you've already got a lot on the line in a conference game?
Honestly, it's just another game. It don't really mean nothing. They're just another team. We just acting like that, so, you know what I'm saying?
Now you guys have completed the sweep of the Moose, but the job not done. You have a few more big games left, including SMCC on the road. How do you stay focused for those to try to close out this number 1 overall seed?
honestly, we just come to hoop. We're not worried about whoever in front of us, so we're just going to win every game that we can. So, yeah, that's it.
That's the word from Caden Moore, our Edge Nutrition player of the game. We'll let the Mustangs take it away.
Well, Caden's going to get the Mustang Gallop coming up here. Saddle up, boys. Don't drop them. Great job, Caleb Lamb, with the post-game interview. Yeah, you don't want to forget the great work Ryan White did to start the second half. Hit back-to-back threes there to get things going there as they were behind at the half. And Caden Moore took it over as well. But this is a team win right here tonight, Jim.
Oh, yes. It didn't look good at times, and they made a couple of comebacks. You know, they couldn't quite take the lead. The lead went up by the Moose, but once again, Central Maine hung with it and made the big plays. And right down to literally to the final buzzer.
Well, great night of basketball here tonight. Jim's going to have final statistics for you. We can go to those, Jim, as you are ready for them, and we'll let our fans know. We'll put the next game up. We got hockey coming up as Jim gets set to transition into the final stats.
All right, thank you, Rob. UMaine Augusta from the floor shot 41%. Mustangs shot 47%. From behind the arc, the Moose 5 out of 19. Pretty close. Mustangs 6 out of 18. At the foul line, 11 out of 16. UMA 7 out of 16 for Central Maine, but they survived that. Turnovers basically even, 17 for CM, 19 for UMA. Total rebounds, Rob, when all was said and done, each team had 41.
Couldn't have been any more equal than that, James.
Yep. Assists, 23 for Central Maine, 19 for UMA. Central Maine had 6 blocks in the game. As we go to individual stats. For the Moose, Kobe Edwards, 15 points, 5 rebounds. Old friend Rocco Chang, 13 points, 3 rebounds. Khalif Bettis, player of the week in the YSCC for last week, had 12 points and 9 rebounds. Avion Matthews had 11 points, 8 rebounds. Will Francis off the bench did a lot of nice things. His stat line, 11 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists for Will Francis. Derek Daigle, 5. 4 points for Jacob Polondon. Daniel T. Wabagi, 3 points. Keith Sharp, 2. And Parker Reynolds and Dante Sharp saw some action but did not score.
Yeah, Dante must have got hurt or something, Jim, not to be in there.
Yeah, I kept expecting him.
Yeah.
Caden Moore with 26 on 12 out of 19 shooting.
Ooh.
He had 11 rebounds for the double-double. Will Duke, 15 points, 3 rebounds and 3 assists. And Duke deflected a number of plays.
Oh, he did. Yeah.
He was all over the place, and then, you know, a number of them, the teammates were able to grab them. But he got in passing lanes and created havoc.
Yeah, and then he came in, back in, and hit those free throws.
Yes.
Big ones.
Ryan White, as Rob said, hit a couple of threes early in the second half, ended up with 11 points. Devon Jonas, also 11 points, and J.T. Pound had 10. I think he might have had 8 in the second half. 2 points apiece for Keontae Marsh. Crady Dixon, 2 points. He only took 4 shots today.
Yeah.
5 rebounds. 2 points for Alex Brigitte. Also seeing action, Jaden Williams, who had 3 assists. And Luke Jameson had a rebound and an assist. So the final scores tonight in the women's game, it was UMaine Augusta 75, Central Maine 73. In the men's game, right down to the buzzer, Central Maine 79, UMaine Augusta 76. So Rob, a great game, big crowd. And we'll be back here on which day? Sunday?
Well, Sunday we've got
the
Monroe
women's game.
Monroe for a women's game,
Yeah.
but before that, hockey on Friday night, and then also women's hockey at 3 o'clock on Sunday after the 12 o'clock basketball game. So we'll be there for both those games on Sunday.
All right, great job by our executive producer, Robert F. Munzing, all the staff here at Central Maine Community College, all the students working the cameras. Thank you for a great night of basketball, and we hope you folks enjoyed this one wherever you're watching and listening. So speaking for the entire crew, I'm Jim Toomey. Until the next time on Munzing Media Sports, take care, everybody.